Feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Second down. Nix. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times...
And he's in! Evan Ingram! Touchdown, Broncos!
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs, and now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd, and you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They run with Warren. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This field pretty slick now. That pickup only about 3 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 6.
Come on. Hey, check that. 19, 18.
On the ground, this is Warren. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On the jump. Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Back to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Steeler first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing now on first and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On second down, a run with Johnson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Drew Sanders. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they come up to face third and 5.
Hey, 18, Pioneers. 18, Warriors, 70. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos. Bobcats. Steady.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Chubb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A 19 yards pickup there. First down, Broncos.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 43 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on. Taken down after a gain of 4. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on. Hit. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for 1. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
70, give a look. Cougar 19. Hey, smash, buddy.
On 3rd down, They go with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's out wide to Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket, off he goes. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 39 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now it's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's 3rd and 4.
Bronco 80, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. The motion man here is Wilson.
Back to 60. Go, Reed. Go. Go.
Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10.
Broncos 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
Joe. Oh, my son. Away. Ready.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. A first down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. As the clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Broncos are back within a point. It's 14-13. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Sixty Bison.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds McMillan downfield. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Set to kick off.
One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. He'll get across the 20, buck him down at the 23-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. D.J. Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Once again, it's Warren. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big hit.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
On the jump.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Another run here with Johnson. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Johnson. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on 4th down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
He'll try to run, and it's Johnson. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The big veteran, Cameron Hayward, in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Nix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
To throw is Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and As the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Ready, steady.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Cougar 19, Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Michigan State. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
Broncos 13. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Oh, my son! Ready! Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throwing. Nix. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, here's Nix. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Lions. Janet. Viking 18. Ready, right?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Back to the left side. Caught by McMillan. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
And the Steelers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
Lions. Bronco 80.
Here's a designed run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 13.
Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. From the 23, here's second down and 9.
Joe. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Ready.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
10 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw again. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
43-yard line.
Ready.
Play action now. It's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
Bombers. Joe. Ready.
Back to throw. And he let him a too much. The pass is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it's going to be third down. He'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Steady.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, down. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check out.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
19 Tiger. Panther 11. Warrior 70. Ready.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is into the hands of McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the air one more time. That'll be caught by the running back one. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
9 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now, Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Viking 18. 19 Lions. Cup 19. 19 tight. Ready, right?
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and That's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the 34-yard line.
Ready? Chill.
On second down, it's Nix. Open man downfield. That is Bryant. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.